30 years in business isn't the only accomplishment for Currey Company this year. New designer collections with Denise, McGaha and Goralnick, as well as the brand's first ever accessories line, are also giving reason to celebrate. Join us as the designers give us a preview of their new collections, as well as the inspirations behind them. I'm Gabrielle Chappel, and this is Editor TV. So walk us through the collection and the inspiration behind it.
So the collection is actually not just lighting, which I'm very excited about. We have lamps, chandeliers, case goods. I even have a mirror in the mix. So I'm very excited that it is a well thought out collection. I was inspired by my background in fashion. I have a lamp that has draped fabric effect to it. The mirror reminds me of earrings that I used to have in the 80s. So you'll see fashion and Art Deco elements throughout the line.
So tell us about the finishes that you've used in this collection.
So what you're seeing as an initial launch includes plaster finishes, gesso, which I'm fascinated with. Anything in plaster, I think, is a classic, timeless element. In one of the tables that I've designed, you're seeing burl ash, which I also think is a beautiful classic finish, but done in a very modern way. I love gold finishes right now, and polished brass. We produced a demi-lune table, which is chagrin and maple, and it has a boning, and it took us several tries to get it right. They didn't give up, which I'm very appreciative of. We all felt like it was an important piece to be in the initial launch, and I'm excited for everyone to see it.
So this collection has a very unique look. What was the inspiration behind it?
I am trained as an architect, but I also have a degree in fine art and literature. So I think of it as two different sides of my brain. There's kind of the technical hardware and nuts and bolts, but I also like things that are soft and sculptural. So like this lamp behind us is inspired by pieces of hardware. So there's a C-clamp that holds the shade in place. The finial is based on a surveying device, and yet it has a silk shade. So there's an elegance, and there's also kind of this technical effect.
Was there any piece that you found to be particularly challenging when you were making this collection?
One of the best parts of working with Currey is that I was assigned my own personal engineer. So we had hours of discussions about the technical aspects of production, which, being an architectural geek, just makes me really happy. The Davy lamp, we had a lot of discussions about how it has to be easy for the client to change the bulbs, and then we did engineer this new lens, which is the first time I've ever done that. So that one took the longest time, but it was worth it.
So 30 years for Currey Company. How has the brand evolved?
Wow, we could talk about that for days.
We could.
But I can't think about our brand and our 30th anniversary without thinking about the people. It really begins with Robert Currey. And in terms of product, we started out as a garden furniture and garden accessories company. We didn't necessarily think we would be a lighting company, I don't think, at the beginning, but it was certainly something he was interested in. And we've broadened into a lot of categories. We're going to do some trays, we're doing some vases and some objets, all out of different kinds of materials that we're already working in. We're doing some metal stuff, we're doing some wood, we're doing some rough ceramics and some porcelain, and hoping that we can bring something maybe unique to that category.
So why is High Point an important place to debut your new collections?
I think it's really the most important place because that twice-a-year show is the Fashion Week for home furnishings. It's also important to Currey because it's the place where Mr. Currey had the first showroom. It's our biggest showroom and our biggest market in our industry, so it absolutely makes sense to do that there. And we're really excited to be trying something new and show something different and just see what happens.